Good day, everybody. Welcome to summer. My name is Eric, and I am with Basis Technologies. And as the newsletter and the blog in front of you kind of spells out, I'm going to talk a little bit about tips for creating an effective report for your marketing. So, if you're not familiar, Basis Technologies works in the software solution suite for marketing and advertising. So what we want to be able to do is not only place ads in all these areas online, but we also want to report back to our clients and help our clients report the information about how well the advertising is doing. So when you're going into this world of analytics and reporting, we want to make sure that you have a sound way for making sure that you're reporting these metrics back to your managers, to your clients, and making sure that the information that you're receiving is useful and something that can be used to make decisions on where and what you're going to do in the future. So these 7 tips, which I'm not going to go into all of them, but I want to highlight some that I think are really important, is here for us to be able to make sure that you're successful. So just first and foremost, as we talk about nomenclature, KPI, as it stands for Key Performance Indicators, this is what we're going to look at when we actually set up reporting. So when you're setting up advertising within the Basis suite, you're going to actually input your KPIs to make sure that you're hitting those. And that's important because then as we report back, it's going to bounce it off of that KPI. So when you're measuring and setting the goal, it's important that it's smart. So again, if you've been in business for a hot minute, you know that SMART goals are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. So this is, again, the first step to making sure that you're successful in reporting is making sure that you have these goals that are set up that are smart. Then you want to make sure that these KPIs that you're focusing on reflect your business goals, because each company, each pillar of marketing has a different KPI that you're going to want to hit. So you wouldn't want to be a plumber and have business goals that are attributed to an attorney, right? Because ultimately you want to make sure that these are in line with your industry and for what you're actually targeting. So SEO and pay-per-click and social media, all these are different types of avenues of advertising. So you can't obviously have the same reporting metric for each one of those. So it's important to work with a company like Basis that's going to help you understand what are the right rates of conversion for each of these channels, but then also what are the right rates of conversion for your industry. And then not only that, but you want to look at, is it right for this time of year? So there's so many things that go into this, and that's where data is really, really important. So not only do you want to be smart, but you want to make sure that you're reflecting it for your business and the type of metric that you're going to be focusing on. I also want to talk about making sure that your insights are automated. So why do people use technology? Technology and software is here to make your job easier. If you're having to go in there and recreate the same report month after month after month after month, it gets very laborious, boring, and monotonous. So you want to make sure that the dashboard is set up and that you have a dashboard that can report this information easily, and that's what Basis does to help with that. The last 2 I'm going to hit real quickly here is that making sure that you're visually representing data, because we know data comes in waves and it's a lot of numbers. We want to make sure that the data is visual because we are visual creatures, especially males. So once we get that information, we want to make sure that we see something that we can make decisions off of, and then finally use that to go back to reinvesting dollars where we're successful or taking dollars from where we're not successful. So as we look at this information, it's hard if it's just straight line data. So one of the things that Basis Technologies has done is it's just rolled out what we call our data canvas. Data canvassing is automated reporting that helps to make sure that you have a story that goes along with all the reporting. So you can take a look at this, watch the videos and introducing data canvas, but really I just wanted to speak to, as we talk about all the tips for putting together reporting, we want to, again, as we talked about, automate this process and visualize this process so that we can make informed decisions. And that's what Basis Technology has done with releasing Data Canvas. So for our clients that are working with us, they now have the ability to have this a part of their tools to be able to report back to their managers or to their clients on what is actually happening with their advertising, and then make effective decisions based off that. So again, as we look at the data, it's something that has to be visualized so that we can make informed decisions from that. We want to make sure that it's something that we can make future decisions off of, depending on how we see the ebbs and flows as we look at quarter over quarter information, and making sure that, again, you're taking all this in and then applying it to your future metrics and your future campaigns. So take a look at this. Let me know what questions you might have. Data Canvas is a great tool for our clients to be able to report back to their clients. So again, if you have questions, feel free to email me. Again, my name is Eric from Basis Technologies.